Hi, I'm John Warner, Game Director for Anthem. When we were initially thinking about Anthem, we knew we wanted it to be a high mobility, action-oriented game. And so giving our players a ton of freedom to move through the world was always part of the design. So in trying to get the game to feel right, we've gone through literally thousands of control scheme iterations, just working on getting it to feel proper and to be really approachable so that anybody could come in and pick up the controller and have this great kind of superheroic experience. That's something that came through iteration, really trial and error and failing as quickly as we could till we could arrive at something that was really pleasing. Yes, we're really happy with where we're at right now. I think that as a team, we all sit down and we play it, and it just feels right. Yes, when you're looking at getting a balance of risk and reward, of skill moves, it just takes kind of a lot of grinding on that to get it to where it needs to be. You know, fortunately, we have a very talented design staff that are passionate about getting it just so. So in the context of the demo, you actually went through the initial portion when you leapt off the Strider. It is a massive open world. And you can go any direction you want, anywhere you choose, up or down, as you please. The second half of the demo took place in what we call a stronghold. So that was, you loaded into that space, and that space was still very open, but it wasn't as big as the contiguous open world. Really the allure of being able to be running along the ground, leap into the air and start flying, and then from the air dive seamlessly down into the water. When they first did it, it was like, oh, we have to have more of this. And so we wanted to make exploring the water a very, I don't know, pleasant and encouraged experience, right? We want you to dive into these places and then for it to be engaging. Yeah, with each Javelin, we wanted to make sure that we were giving players a lot of leeway to create builds that were interesting to them and really catered to their play style. Doing it that way allows us to set it up more like a toy box or a toolbox. And now exploring the different combinations that I can have with my own suit and gear combinations, and then with the rest of my squad, becomes really interesting. There are so many combinations, so many different things that you can employ. It will become something that not only you engage in as just an individual player, but something that as a group of people, as a squad, we can sit down and really discuss and put thought and effort into. There are two pieces to that. On one hand, We know that from our own experience and from listening to players that sometimes you don't want to get on voice chat and communicate with strangers because that can feel kind of awkward at times. So we made sure that we were designing our missions and our experiences in a way where you didn't need to do it. We use our waypoint markers and mission statements in a way that you always know what to do next. So that if you're, a little introverted and you don't feel super comfortable on voice chat, you don't have to. However, we also wanted to provide that extra level of challenge, especially in our Elder game and in Strongholds. So if you're in a Stronghold and you've cranked the difficulty way up, because you want that really challenging experience and excellent reward, that is going to require a great deal of coordination. And that's for that group of players who specifically want to play together. Bringing characters with a great amount of texture and interest is absolutely foundational to what we're trying to do with Anthem. We want to root all of the activities that you approach in our world in our characters. Developing great characters is one of our strengths at Bioware, so it's really something we wanted to lean into. So the three that we played in the demo today was the Ranger, the Colossus, and you got a little peek at the Storm. And the next one that would be out would be the Interceptor, and the 4 of them will be in the package at launch. They represent different classes. If you were to think of it as a kind of a traditional RPG, you could think of the Colossus as a tank or kind of a fighter. The Ranger is that balanced kind of experience, agility, but a good punch. The Storm is that glass cannon that brings that elemental damage to the battlefield, but you don't want to be up front with that because you'll go down really quickly. And the Interceptor brings an extreme amount of agility to the game, to the squad. So you're a character that's able to move in quickly, do a lot of damage, move back out. It feels amazing, and we'll be talking more about the Interceptor as we come up.